Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. I'm going to use my Green Witch Tarot. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, please feel free to check out the links down below. And then I'm going to use these cards here, which I think is like Learning Tarot. And they have yes or no or maybe answers here. So I thought that you can think of a question, and at the end of the reading I will pull one of these cards and we will see what it says. And it may resonate for you, it may not resonate for you. It's just something for fun I wanted to try. All right, so let's see what's going on with Capricorn. What is going on with Capricorn, and who needs to hear a message? All right, that one came flying out. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like you're busy doing your thing. I feel like you're working hard. I feel like you're putting effort in. I feel like you're accomplishing things and you're going along, and I feel that you're putting the hard work into something. Four of Cups. I almost feel like you're okay, so now I get it. I feel like, are you occupying yourself with your work, or are you ignoring someone or something, and you're not facing something that you're not? Is there someone or something that's going on that you're doing busy work? I feel like with this here, like you're keeping yourself busy doing something so that you're not having to deal with whatever that person in the doorway represents, right? It could be a person, it could be a situation, it could be some sort of problem or issue that you're having, and you're ignoring it. And you're like, I don't want to deal with it, so I'm just going to work over here. I'm just going to do that so that way I don't have to deal with this person at the door. Like, you know that it's there because the top part of the door is open. So you know that it's there, like it's lingering, it's hanging around you, or this person is trying to contact you, or you know what's going on. You know that there's something you have to face or deal with. But you're like, I'm choosing not to. I'm going to keep myself busy. I feel like you're questioning the situation because we have the lady here where she's giving out coins, and this lady is giving flowers back, but this person has the dice behind his back. So it's like trusting. I feel like, do you not trust yourself, or do you not trust the situation or person? And I feel like it's a situation that you're trying to avoid, and you don't, maybe, sometimes, that saying, don't ask a question unless you're ready for the answer. I almost feel like that situation here. I almost feel like that's what you're going through, and that's what is happening. We have the World Tree, which is the world, and we have the 4 seasons. So we have summer, fall, winter, and spring, and we have the snake, which represents that knowledge and learning. I feel like this is something that has maybe gone on for a long time, and maybe you have learned things, or that it's going to take you some time to learn things, right? Either way, it's either going to take you some time, I feel, with the 4 seasons, or it could be it has been some time that this has been going on, and that you have been ignoring the situation. Sometimes we just don't want to deal with situations, so we ignore it, we sweep it under the rug, and we don't want to deal with it. But what happens when we keep sweeping things under the rug? Right? They build up and they build up and they build up to the point where we have the wild hunt, which is the tower, an explosion, a coming apart, for this one, it's the sun is hiding inside of this tower, and they're attacking the tower to take the tower down so that the sun can come through. And I feel like it's again, I feel like there's something that you're ignoring or you're sweeping under the rug and you don't really want to deal with it. But it's built up to this tower energy and is ready to explode. I feel like I almost feel like you're trying to do other things but not really face the situation, because we have the 2 marks on the wall here where the pentacles were, and the person's moving it over there. But again, this person sees it at the door. The door is closed, but the person sees it, but they're not acknowledging it. I just feel like even with all this chaos all around you, I feel like you're still not acknowledging something, that you're still not seeing. But I almost feel like, are you closing down, right? Are you shutting yourself off from something? Has this tower moment caused you to back even further away, right? Has it caused you to close down? Or do you need that time? Also, what I was thinking is, do you need that time for yourself to really sort through things, right? Sometimes we're like, wow, I really know what's going on. I see what I'm doing. I'm seeing that I'm sweeping this under the rug. I'm seeing that this is a situation that I have to handle, but I just don't want to. And do you need that time to yourself to really process and sort through things about how you are feeling and to find that clarity? I feel that there's some deception that is going on around you, but I also feel that it's deception within yourself. And I kind of feel like sometimes I'll go out on my patio at night with the moon out, and it feels so different. And it feels almost magical, and I almost feel like there's that clarity in that, because it's dark and it's lit by the moon, and it's like you can't really see everything, but yet I feel like you see what you're supposed to see. And I feel like it's that calmness within, like being out at night. It's just like this calmness, this stillness. I feel like with this person, like that introspection, I think that's the word, but that looking within yourself and really, like it just feels like you're alone, like in a good way, and to find that clarity. And I feel like maybe that's what you need to do, is kind of have that clarity with this situation and almost see how it's affecting you in more ways than one. And I feel like then it gives you that clarity, even though it's the moon. But I feel like she's alone, and she's walked out to this pond, and she's there at the pond, and I just feel like it's really having that time to herself, especially with it being attached to this one, and really looking within yourself. I'm almost feeling like the Hermit card, like looking within and finding those answers. That's kind of the energy that I'm feeling. Is that's what you need to do, or that's what you need to realize in order to, and then we have to move on, which we have the Knight of Pentacles, where she has a smile on her face, she's holding her flowers, and the horse is moving forward, like you can see that forward movement, and it's daytime, and there's the bird. So I feel like it's that. I feel like this brings in some change for you, which I feel like is much needed. And like I said, this is something that could take some time with the world tree and all of the seasons there. And then I feel like you feel renewed, you feel enlightened, you feel fresh, you feel good, you're ready to get things moving. We have the Standing Stone, which is number 11, which is the Justice card, and things start to happen for you. I feel like things start to get better. For some reason, I see the little spider there that's creating the web in between the 2 rocks. So I feel like it's kind of building your own web, building your own safety net, and I feel like you're feeling better, and like you're protecting yourself, and you're setting things up for yourself, right? Because that's what the spider does, is they create the web to set it up so that they can catch food, right? And that is a part of living for them, right? Because if you don't have food, then that creates a big problem, right? You're not going to be able to live. But I feel like it's setting yourself up for, making things happen to set yourself up. And I feel like you kind of have a new perspective from this, and you realize, okay, that if there's a situation, that it actually works for me to handle it right away, because instead of sweeping it under the rug until it gets to the point of the tower, that does more harm than good. And then I feel like one more, we have the harvest. I love it. The harvest. It's those rewards. It's the harvest from the hard work that you've done, right? And all of the energy and the effort that you have put in, that it's rewarding, it pays off, that you see that. I feel like it's learning a lot about yourself here with this here, taking that time to really work on yourself, and to deal with the situation and then move forward. For some of you, I feel like this card is like walking away from this, and you say, you know what, I don't want to be in this energy anymore, I don't want to deal with this anymore, and that I need to move on and I need to walk away. You know, whether that is like just blocking people or just not accepting or not talking to them, like whatever those boundaries are, like you set your boundaries here. I feel like here, and she feels light, and she's like, oh, I've set my boundaries, I know what's going to work for me and what I need to do, and I've set my boundaries and I feel so much better. All right, we have star dragons, which I felt too. We have transformation, defining yourself. Exactly. Ugh, I love when the cards work out. I feel like you're defining yourself more, right? You're setting your boundaries. You're defining where it is that you want to go and what it is that you want to do and how you want to live your life, right? You're defining yourself, and that takes, sometimes it's those hard challenges where we have to really realize, okay, I don't want that, but what do I want? And then we have miracle, making a difference. Definitely, without a doubt, miracles, because you are making a difference, right? This is a miracle because it got to the point where you're ready to make some changes, and then you're creating that miracle. That you're not sitting around waiting for it, that you're making the changes and you're making the choices and you're creating your own miracle. I love that. I love that. It's so exciting. Let's see. Let's grab a animal oracle. I'm trying not to shake the table. I have to put the camera on the table because of the glare from the window. Let's see, frog spirit. Clear the clutter. Clear the clutter. This is clutter up here. This is clutter here. So whatever that clutter represents to you, it's clearing out the clutter. And this is what helps clear out the clutter, right? And then you feel better and you embrace the change. Love it. Let's see. Let's grab a numerology card. Number 9, completion. Completion. I feel like it's that cycle. I feel like it goes with the world tree and then the different seasons, and it's completion of that cycle, right? That this may be an old cycle. It could be a karmic cycle that you're completing, that it was a pattern that you were repeating and repeating and repeating. And now that's come to completion because you've done the work within yourself, and then you've made those choices, you've looked within, and then you were able to move on. All right, so let's grab these cards here. So like I said before, think of a question, okay, any question, and I'm going to shuffle the cards, and we're going to see what pops out. We're going to see what card. Look at that. So that one just came right around. So we have number 20, and it's the judgment, and it's the yes card. So if you were looking for that answer, it's a yes. Judgment, hearing a message. There's a message that's trying to get through to you, right? There's a message that's trying to come through. That the horn is blowing, the message is trying to get out there. So I feel like the message to yourself, I feel that it has to go with this, is looking within and finding those answers and clearing out the clutter and completing this cycle. And even though this is the tower, it's like taking things down, but then building a solid foundation in that transformation within yourself and defining yourself. Maybe you feel lost within yourself and you're accepting things that you shouldn't be accepting, and that you're creating your own miracles. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.